Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel for a very different type of video today. I know that you guys, or most of you, saw the post that I made yesterday letting you all know that we do have COVID or have been exposed to COVID or whatever, but I didn't really explain any further. So I thought that I would hop on here and kind of give you guys an update and let you know what we've been dealing with and like a firsthand experience of the new variant, because they're pretty sure that is what we have. Now, I am in my room right here. The kids are right there. Finley's literally crying at the door right now. But Chris is out there with them. So hopefully they will be good for 10, 12 minutes while I chat with you guys. So I also have some coffee because my throat gets really dry and, you know, it's got a Christmas thing. So it's Christmas Eve, you know? I gotta be festive in some way since this Christmas is like out the window. So, okay. We're just gonna start from the very beginning. So I mentioned in my grocery haul from last week that we weren't feeling well, or that Chris and I weren't feeling well. We thought we had a cold. At that point, you know, we weren't thinking COVID because Chris and I are both fully vaccinated. So we were just sort of thinking that we had a cold. But I did a Walmart pickup order, so I didn't go in any store. And, you know, just to be safe, I went ahead and did it that way. And Chris and I actually were starting to feel better come like Monday afternoon. Both of us like slept. We took like Benadryl and cough medicine on Sunday night, and we both slept really well and everything was going fine for us. However, then Finley started to act like she was not feeling well. She wasn't eating very well, and had like some mucus and stuff like that. And Bryson on Monday started complaining that he was tired. And that was really it. Like, he just said that he felt tired. Tuesday rolls around. So today is Friday, Christmas Eve, just for reference. So we were talking about this past Tuesday. Tuesday rolls around and Finley spikes a temperature of 102 under her arm. She won't let me get a rectal anymore. So I did it under her arm and it was 102. So I decided to just go ahead and take her into the doctor's just to be sure. Since it was Christmas coming up, I didn't want, you know, to potentially risk infecting anybody with anything, even if it was like the flu or whatever. I didn't want to do that. So I take her into the doctor and they tested her for both COVID and the flu, and she was actually negative for both at that time. She still is negative for COVID and for the flu. So that's great that the baby doesn't have it, but she had a double ear infection. So they put her on antibiotics. And by Tuesday, Bryson was still saying that he was really tired. And he also was saying that he had a headache. So on the way home from the doctor's office, I, you know, just got this bright idea that I was going to test everybody, me and Chris and Bryson for sure. I wasn't sure if I could get Kylie to agree to it since she was like fine. I wasn't sure if she would let me nasal swab her, and news flash or spoiler alert, whatever, she did not. She will not let me swab her nose. But I went and I picked up 2 sets of the tests that you can buy at CVS. They're like $24, I believe, for a pack of 2, and I picked up two packs. And I actually tested both me and Bryson in the CVS parking lot. I like set the timer on my phone for the 15 minutes that you have to wait. And, you know, followed the instructions to a T and tested him and me. I was negative. He was positive. So I'm kind of thinking like, okay, well, I'm negative. Finley's negative. Chris seems to be feeling better, but I don't know. I haven't tested him yet. So in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe it's a false positive. So we go home. I test Chris. Chris is also negative. And again, I'm like, oh, it's a false it's false. It has to be false. Like, why would he be positive and none of the rest of us be positive? So I decided to kind of wait it out, and I was going to test him, or I did test him again yesterday on Thursday. But by that time, by Thursday, like all day Wednesday, he was pretty sick. He had a headache. He was like tired. He said he was dizzy and that his muscles hurt. It really actually reminded me, or is reminding me a lot of like just the normal flu, like based on the symptoms that Bryson's having. So he also spiked, he would have a fever off and on, whatever. And Thursday, I tested him again and he still is positive. However, the rest of us are still negative. So we're dealing with Bryson having COVID, but the rest of us not. And that has definitely hampered our Christmas plans. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit about the symptoms that he's been having. So the biggest thing that he has been having that is convinced us that it is this new Omicron variant or whatever is that he is suffering from insomnia, which apparently is a very huge symptom of this particular variant. So he will like call me on the phone, like he has a phone. So my phone will ring at like 2 a.m. and he's like, can you bring me orange juice? Because our master is downstairs and his bedroom's upstairs. Or he will say, can I have more screen time for YouTube? Because he has to request screen time after 9 p.m. Stuff like that. So he's not sleeping at night, which is a huge symptom of the Omicron variant. So that's kind of what makes us believe that that's the variant that he has. But other than that, it is muscle aches, cough. He has his smell and taste. He has not lost either of those. Fatigue during the day. He's just sort of laying around a lot. And then he will have a temperature off and on throughout the day. And it seems to resolve itself like without medicine. Like he will, I'll give him ibuprofen, but then like, he will have a fever and then he won't, and then he will again, and then he won't. So it's sort of just like his body is like fighting and whatever. And then he will have spurts where he is completely normal, like and energetic, and he's doing normal things. And then he's fine for a couple of hours. And then all of a sudden it's like he's knocked to the ground and he is laying in bed again, trying to take a nap. So like I said, it really reminds me a lot of the flu, but so far I'm thankful that he has had mild symptoms compared to what I know a lot of other people have struggled with. None of the rest of us have gotten any sicker. I still have like residual from my cold, but none of us have gotten sick to the point where we would think about testing us again. We've all been tested twice and negative except for Bryson. So I mentioned that they went to a card show. I can't remember if I told you this already. I've tried to record this video like 3 times. So if I said this already, I'm sorry. But they went to a card show, Bryson and Chris, last Friday. And there was quite a lot of people there. And I'm really thinking that that's where they picked it up from, or that's where Bryson picked it up from. They were supposed to wear masks. And I know that Chris and Bryson did, but there was hundreds of people there. So I just don't know that everybody was wearing masks. So Christmas is going to look very different for us this year. Last year we had a normal Christmas. We got, thankfully nobody got COVID. And at that point, nobody was vaccinated. But this year we've had to push some stuff out. So my husband's family, they're all vaccinated. The adults, everybody's vaccinated. So we are still going to celebrate with them, except we're pushing it back several days. And then my mom, we're actually waiting until Bryson's like incubation period is over. So we're going to celebrate on New Year's, when it will be 2 weeks since he first tested positive, or first had symptoms. So that is sort of what we're dealing with. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update since I made that post last night and, didn't really follow up about it. So yeah, I mean, we're doing well. And I hope that we continue to do well. I thank you guys for your thoughts and your prayers. And I will be praying for each and every one of you that you guys have a safe and healthy Christmas season. if you guys want to like shout out Bryson in the comments and leave him a little bit of cheer, I think he would really enjoy me reading those to him. He is sort of down about the fact that Christmas has been like postponed in some ways, which I get because he thinks it's his fault. So leave him a comment down below. Tell him that you're thinking of him or whatever. If you feel so inclined, I think he would really enjoy that. But yeah, otherwise guys, I will see you next week. I'm still going to try and get that What's for Dinner out. Like I said, I just have to add the voiceover. So hopefully I can get that one out like early next week. And then I should have a grocery haul as always. Also, I am getting so close to 1,000 subscribers over on my ASMR channel. So if you haven't checked it out, or even if you're not interested and you just want to help me out by hitting that button, that would really help me out. I'm so close to getting monetized over there, and it would just make this like the best holiday season ever. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say and update you guys on. Merry Christmas to you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for a wonderful 2021. 2022 is going to be amazing. I just know it. So yeah, love you all. Merry Christmas, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.